Hey, I'm Tracy with Legacy Woodworking Machinery, and this is a fun project you can use in your home, you can give as a gift, or if you wish, you can sell. Now, it was actually created by Cindy, but she's a little too shy to get on screen, so she's asked if I would go ahead and show how she built this project. We're going to spell the word home. We're going to cut out letters, H-O-M-E, but there is no O. So instead of an O, you're going to cut out a symbol, and you can use this for various holidays, different seasons, or however you want to use it. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you. Everything's done real quickly. I do want to get into the job setup so you can see how to set up your machine to cut these parts. Now, the blank is 48 inches by 24, so this will fit on a 3x5, on a 4x4 or a 4x8 or any of our machines. It's 3/4 of an inch thick. We're going to cut it out of MDF. Set the Z0 position on the machine bed, so you set it to the bottom, and that way it'll cut the parts out and go right to your spoil board. And you'll set your XY datum position in this corner right here. Keep in mind that the operator is standing at this end, so the XY datum position is in this corner in relationship to the operator. Once you have your machine set up, you just throw a sheet of 3/4 inch MDF, 24 by 48 on here, and you'll be ready to go. Now, I'm going to start, you see there's some extra pieces, and we'll come back to that in a moment. But if you just want to cut these parts out, it's already pre-programmed. You can see there are 3 tool paths over here, a V-carve, an outline, and a cutout. So if I go to the 3D view, just so you can see what it does, the V-carve is going to use a V-bit, and it's going to V-carve any thing that we have in here, like so. The outline is actually not V-carving, it's just a tool path. It's just going to follow various lines and cut details that follow just a single vector. And then your cutout here, if we preview that, is going to cut out all your shapes. And you're going to end up with all of these parts. So all you have to do to make this as is select all your tool paths right here, and then go to your Save Toolpaths. At this point, you choose your machine. If you're a 3x5, then of course you're going to be using the Legacy 3-axis CV arcs inches post processor. If you're using a Maverick 4x4 or 4x8 or a Renegade, then you're going to use the Legacy 3-axis Delta at .NC. We're going to use this one for the Maverick, so we'd go ahead and just save all these tool paths out. And you can save it to any place that you want. At that point, you're ready to take that file, go to your CNC. Again, set up the machine so it's the Z0 is on the machine bed, not on the top of the material. XY is in the corner. And then if you look at this, you can see that there is a V-bit, a 60-degree V-bit. It's used for both of the first 2 tool paths. And then there's a 1/4 inch end mill, and that's used to cut the parts out. Okay, so that's all it takes to make these parts. Cut them out, and then they can be painted or set up any way that you want. Now I'm going to show you some options, okay? If you have other symbols that you want to put in here or change this out, you can do so. I'm going to show you the layers we have here real quickly. If I turn off these layers, you see there is a grid, and it is 8 inches by 8 inches. So if we put these symbols in here, or these pieces in here, you can see they're all going to fit in here, and it's going to be able to cut around to form the parts. Okay. Now, real quickly, I'll show you that if we let's uncheck. Well, let's turn on just the V-carve. So V-carves cut on closed vectors, so it's going to actually cut around all of this to form whatever you have here. And then if we turn on the line or outline, these are done in red, where the V-carve's in blue. It's just going to follow this vector and cut this to a certain depth. And then the cutout, of course, is on the outside, and you're going to cut those out. So you can, if you wanted to change one of these out, for example, let's say we want to take this guy and replace it with Okay, if you were from England, you could use the flag, or you can use. We did this for a customer that is in England that wanted this. So this, you could put this in here, and now you can see that it's blue and black. There is no red. There's no line. It's all V-carve and cutout. Okay, so you could do this. You also have the option that you can go and download some clip art or whatever you want. Okay, I've got, let me see if I've got one here I can show you real quickly. Let's go into pictures. The home sign. Okay, here's a free clip art. Free is the key that I downloaded from the internet. Okay, we're going to move it up here for a little bit. Now we want this to fit inside of this 8-inch square. So you select that and go over here to resize the object. And you're going to make it 7 inches in the largest value. So the width is 12, where the height is only 10.7. So we're going to make this 7 and have them linked right here and hit apply. And now we've got the part that's going to fit in here correctly. But this is not a vector. This is an image. So what we'll do is, with that selected, we're going to use this tool right here. It's to trace the bitmaps. Now this piece is black and white, so we don't have to worry about color. And it's pretty clean, so we can set this threshold pretty high. I don't want it too high. I'll get a little fuzz on there, so let's back it off just a little bit, maybe like so. And then at this point, we can click on the preview, and you can see the vectors that go around there. That's great. Move myself over a little bit. And we'll go ahead and apply this. And then we'll close it. Okay. Now, anytime you bring in an image like that, a JPEG, it creates a bitmap layer. I can turn that off, and you can see just the vectors that we're going to use. I don't even want to have that in there any longer. You can leave it in there if you want, or you could simply delete this layer, like so. So all we have is the vectors. Delete all the data. Okay, now, we don't need... We're not going to V-carve on the outside, so we only need one vector. And these are all linked together, so I'm going to use this tool right here to ungroup them. And then I'm going to take this inside vector, and I'm simply going to delete it. So this is what we have. Okay. Now this one here is going to be cut out. So we're going to right-click on this. We'll move it to a layer called Cutout. And it's going to turn black. Now, these right now, blue, are all in the V-carve. So you've got an option here. If you V-carve this, it'll actually cut a hole for his mouth and, V-carve a hole for his mouth and his eyes. If you just want to outline them so you can paint them, what I would do is select these and say, right-click and say Move to a layer that's just the outline or line. Okay, so now they're red. All right, let's put that in here in its place. Okay, so we're going to remove this out of the way, take this guy, and we're just going to center it in here. If you zoom in under the move, you can see the spacing between this node here in the top and down here. It looks pretty close. It's actually pretty centered. If you want to, you could move it a little bit one way or the other, up or down. Okay, but that's going to cut out nicely. It's right here. So here's what we're going to do next. Okay, if you change any of these, what you're going to do is you're going to go to your layers and you're going to turn off, you're going to turn off everything except for the V-carve. Okay, and then you're going to double click on V-carve here, and everything is selected in here, so it's good to go. If there was anything down here in that vector we just put in, we'd want to select that as well. But this is fine. This is exactly the same, so we'll just say, okay, there we go. Let's reset this preview so you can see what's happened so far. All right, good. Now we're going to turn off the V-carve and just turn on the line or outline. And the reason we'll do that is so there's only the red vectors here. We'll double click on outline. Okay, now you can see this is part of the ghost that's not selected because it's brand new. So I can simply select everything inside here and click calculate. All right, and we can preview that guy. And so it cut the eyes and the mouth for the ghost. Now we're just going to cut everything out. So again, the best way to do this is actually turn off all vectors, or all layers rather, except for the layer you want to work with. And we're going to double click on cutout. And I'll just hold down Shift and select this one as well. Now you can see these are tabs, so these parts don't break loose. This has no tabs at this point, so we're going to edit tabs right here. And we'll come down here and find a spot that would be easy to sand off. So we're going to put a tab right there on his head, and maybe here on this corner. And we'll close that. And then we'll go ahead and calculate this. Okay, and if we preview it now, okay, it cuts out all the parts like before, but we changed and added the ghost. So you can change any of these. You may want to take the original and save a copy of to make variations and change it so you have the original. Or you can simply replace them as I've done here. At this point, we would take all these and we would go to Save, make sure they're all checked, and again, select the proper post-processor for your machine and just save the toolpath. And you're ready to take it to the machine and cut it.